Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 39 on Project Noah. All right. So again, we are back at site. Again, we'll be looking into the parapet installation and the patching of each parapet from one section to the other by using the fiber. And then also we're going to be looking at the perimeter fence wall installation. All right, in your view is a 3D or what we call rendering. Rendering is also known as 3D or a 3-dimension, which gives you the pictorial view of how your house should look like when it is completed. So if you ask an architect to design a house for you, the blueprints, which is the layout, does not actually depict the view or the beauty of the house. Rather, a rendering actually gives you that symbolic view. And for that matter, it is necessary that your architect produce a 3D or what we call rendering for your viewing. Through that, you'll be able to tell whether or not the house that you envision is exactly what the architect has done. You understand? So it is important that you get your 3D or your rendering. Okay. In your view right now is the roof design. We changed the earlier roof, which was a red color, to the Euro tile. The earlier one was an aluminum sheet, and this time we are using the Euro tile, which is more durable and actually befit the kind of house that we are building. All right. So we are back at site. Again, we are on the parapet installation. If you need someone to do a borehole drilling for you, please contact my cousin, Mr. Jonathan Amwa, whose number is on your screen right now. Okay, he does borehole drilling, reverse osmosis. He sells all kinds of pumps. Okay, submersible pump, booster pumps. Okay, yes, all kinds of pumps, waste pump and everything. If you want to set up a pure water factory, he's the right person you need to contact. Are you with me? Yes, water consultation, hydrofracture. Okay, he does all of that. So contact my cousin and he will assist you. So here I have my parapet installer, Mr. Daniel, who is up there, and they are installing all the parapet. Okay, all the parapets are being installed, and then they are doing the patching. You can see there are some holes or gaps in between one parapet to the other because of how they were mowed. They were mowed in sections. So since they were mowed in sections, when you lay them, you now have to bring them close, align them, make sure you pull a rope and see if they are all linear with a spirit level. You understand? And once you achieve that, then you can do your patching. And before that, the plumber too has to come in and position all the rain gutters. Are you with me? Position on the rain such that once he's chiseling and they are able to do the patching at the same time, they don't have to leave and then the plumber comes later and do another patching. He will do a lot of cracks and it will affect the parapet. You understand? So the plumber and the parapet man, they work hand in hand. Are you with me? They must work hand in hand simultaneously. Yes, that is the best way to go. Are you with me? So we'll be going to the rooftop and let's see what exactly they are doing. Okay, and so you can also have a better view of what is being installed. So here we're going to continue, not yet completed. So you can see that the plumber is connecting the pipe through the parapet. And the parapet, in between the parapet, you can see a fiber laid up to touch the block work. And also they are hooking a steel binding wire from the parapet to the center of the block work. And this is also providing support alongside the fiber. You understand? Yes, and in between the parapet and the block work, in that middle, we need to pour concrete. Okay, that is why it is important that the plumber finishes all his work. They will do all the patchings on the parapet, and then when everything is complete, we will now pour concrete in the middle. In between the parapet and the block work, we're going to pour concrete right in there. So you can see the team up there. That is a fiber they are using, okay, and they're mixing it with the waterproof chemical, okay, and then they are using it to do the patching and holding the parapet together. You understand? So this is a very tedious work, and you can see that after the lintel, we've laid almost about 5 courses of blocks. Okay, the height of a building is always important for me, honestly, and this is just a ground floor building, but it looks as though it's a story building. Are you with me? So when you enter the room, you have ample space at the top, and the foundation is not down. Foundation is up. You can see that we've again smeared or we've coated underneath with the bitumen. Are you with me? So take your job seriously, and if you have a contractor, make sure you keep an eye on them, because sometimes you feel like, okay, I don't want to get a good contractor, I can mobilize my own people and then they will go and build for me, but it will never be the same. I tell you, I can guarantee that your building will never turn out the way you envision it to be unless you have the architect on board and you have a strategic supervision, someone who is constantly monitoring them and making sure that exactly what you want, the measurements are the same, the doors where you can have your architraves, everything should be proper. It's if it's a cantilever, it's cantilever. It doesn't have to be something else and say, oh, let's consider it that way, let's consider this to be a cantilever. No, 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 it has to be proper. You understand? So here, this is another section of the perimeter fence. So last time we showed on the other side. This is another section of the perimeter fence. So the block work is coming up nicely. We are using 6 inches quarry dust. Every 10 feet there's an iron rod. Every 10 feet there is an iron rod. Okay, so this is exactly how we go about our perimeter fence wall. Don't use 5 inches for your perimeter fence wall. Don't use hollow blocks for your perimeter fence wall. Please use 6 inches. It should be quarry dust, okay, because it is heavy, and that can also withstand the weather conditions, the soil, how do you call it, parameters, and then also it gives you a better stamina. Are you with me? So that is exactly what we're doing. This is a 6 plot. Okay, this is a 6 plot. Again, my name is Mr. Bright Antonio. Okay, I am the CEO. All right, so reach out to me via the numbers on your screen. I am not in Ghana. I live in Dubai, and I build all these houses right from here. My company is in Ghana. I have a wonderful team with all the engineers available, from architectural, electricals, plumbing, masonry, okay, interior decor, and all of that. Carpentry, we have different kinds of carpentry for specific jobs. Cabinets, kitchen cabinets, okay, your bedroom design, if you want to get a locally made bed, wooden bed, everything I have hands on deck. You understand? So here we are giving you a closer look at the parapet. Okay, they are trying to align everything at the top. Make sure it is aligned neatly. Okay, once it is aligned, okay, then they can do the patching and do the dressing and all of that. So I'll be bringing you up close on all of this. Are you with me? So this is a rain gutter. Now you will not understand, but in the future you will understand. Once we are done with everything, the roof trusses comes. Okay, then they put the roofing sheet. They are going to provide a white rain gutter at the tip of it, and that gutter will be connected to this pipe. Are you with me? That gutter will be connected to this pipe to carry the rainwater from the roof all the way to the ground. Okay, so the house is standing so tall. The windows are wide. Okay, very spacious window. Everything looks awesome. Okay, the quality of work for me, it is important. Quality of work. Don't take any shortcut. Don't take any scrupulous mason. This is not all masons can read. Some masons are good in laying blocks. That is all they are good at. They cannot read. So don't expect an architect of a higher level, go to school, come up with a design, and then you take the design that you paid so much money for and give it to a layman who cannot read it. You see, the algorithm here is completely bogus. It doesn't make sense. Make sure your mason is highly educated, who can read, understand everything, and can execute. Are you with me? And then make sure the architect that designed the house is involved in the process. You have to negotiate with the architect. How much are you going to take per site visit? You understand? He's not going to be there every day, but per site visit, he need to come and check. He owns part of the drawing. Likewise, you being the client who owns the drawing, the architect also owns a drawing because that is his drawing. He has his signature there. Tomorrow, when it's not built properly, they'll go like, oh, which architect designed this house? But yeah, he designed it, but the execution process was wrong. They gave it to, oh, my uncle's brother, my sister's husband, my sister's wife's brother. He's a mason and he can do. No, we don't do that kind of work here. My sister's brother, my wife, my cousin, we don't do that kind of work here. This is a company, this is a contractor. His main job is to execute and deliver and hand over. You understand? We execute, we deliver, and we hand over to you. So there's nothing like mutual feelings here and there. My uncle, I don't want to step on his toes. No, here you can step on our toes. Are you getting the point? It is important. This is business. This is strictly business, and we have every responsibility to ensure that the house is built. And so the architect is involved, the masonry who knows how to lay the blocks and know how to cast concrete, that is their job. Are you with me? Yes. And so there's a direct supervision from the field. Do it this way, lay the block this way, do this that way. We use infrared for your measurement, and that way your house can turn out exactly the way you want it to be. So this is my perimeter fence wall, and as you know, my perimeter fence walls are always different from what you see on social media. So I am exceptional. Are you with me? My name is Mr. Bright. Okay, reach out to me and I will assist you. From me to you, wherever you are, please subscribe to the channel, help the channel to grow. From me to you, shalom. God bless you. Bye bye.